Hello and welcome, my dear friend. Have you ever felt like you're perpetually on the cusp of something extraordinary, just about to arrive at the destination, yet somehow the arrival never quite happens? As if there's a secret handshake, a hidden password to the life you're meant to live, and you just haven't figured it out yet. I'm here to tell you, there is no secret. You're already there. Think of it like this. Imagine you're watching a film. You're so engrossed in the narrative, the twists and turns, that you forget you're sitting in a cinema. You're experiencing the story as if it's unfolding right before your eyes. Then imagine someone taps you on the shoulder, whispering, "You're watching a movie. You're safe. You're here." Suddenly, the tension dissolves. You're still immersed in the story, but now you're grounded in the truth of your present reality. That's what's happening here. You're so caught up in the becoming, in the future version of yourself, that you've forgotten the most crucial thing. You're already here. You are the protagonist of your own story. You are living it right now. The striving, the hoping, the overcoming. That is the story. Not just the imagined endpoint. The endpoint is a mirage if you don't acknowledge the oasis you're standing in right now. You are the embodiment of every prayer you've ever whispered, every dream you've ever dared to dream. You are the culmination of every single choice, every single experience, every single breath. Let's talk about this idea of becoming. We often visualize it as a linear progression, a straight line from point A to point B. But life isn't a straight line. It's more like a vibrant, swirling galaxy, constantly expanding, contracting, shifting. You're not moving towards a fixed point. You're navigating this ever-changing landscape. Consider a kaleidoscope. With every turn, the patterns shift and transform, creating breathtaking new designs. But it's still the same kaleidoscope, the same pieces of colored glass. You are the same you, constantly rearranging, constantly revealing new facets of your magnificent self. You are not becoming someone else. You are becoming more of who you already are. This is not about self-improvement in the conventional sense. It's about self-revelation. It's about peeling back the layers, the doubts, the limiting beliefs, the outdated stories you've told yourself, to uncover the radiant being who's always been there. It's about stripping away the layers of doubt, the limiting beliefs, the stories you've told yourself that no longer serve you, to reveal the radiant being that has always been there. This is not about fixing what's broken. This is about celebrating what's already whole. This process is like uncovering a hidden mural beneath layers of paint. Each brushstroke reveals a new detail, a new color, a new dimension of the masterpiece that was always there, waiting to be rediscovered. It's not about adding something new. It's about revealing what has always been present. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Doubt. It's natural. It's the voice in your head that whispers, "Are you sure you're good enough? Are you sure you can do this?" But here's the thing. Doubt is not the opposite of faith. It's a part of it. It's the shadow that highlights the light. Imagine a musician composing a symphony. They don't simply write down the notes in perfect order from the beginning. They experiment, they revise, they erase, they start over. The discarded drafts, the crumpled sheets of paper, those are the doubts, the uncertainties, the moments of creative struggle. They're all part of the process. They don't diminish the beauty of the final symphony. They are essential to its creation. The key isn't to eliminate doubt entirely. It's to acknowledge it, to understand it, and then to choose faith anyway. It's to remember that you are not alone in this. You are connected to something far greater than yourself, a source of infinite wisdom, infinite strength, infinite love. And that source believes in you, unconditionally, completely, without reservation. How can we possibly doubt ourselves when we are held in such unwavering love? How can we possibly believe we are not enough when we are a creation of such boundless magnificence? This isn't about blind faith. This is about deep, unwavering trust. Trust in the process. Trust in yourself. Trust in the divine orchestration of your life. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be. Doubt can be seen as the friction that polishes a stone. It's the constant rubbing against limiting beliefs that ultimately reveals the brilliance and resilience within. It's not about avoiding the friction. It's about understanding that it's part of the process of becoming more refined, more polished, more you. This trust, this unwavering belief in yourself, is not about arrogance. It's not about pretending you have all the answers. It's about acknowledging your inherent worth, your inherent power, your inherent capacity to navigate whatever comes your way. Think of a seasoned sailor navigating a vast ocean. They don't set sail with the guarantee of calm seas and clear skies. They set sail knowing that storms may arise, that the winds may shift, that unexpected challenges may present themselves. But they trust their knowledge of the stars, their understanding of the tides, their ability to navigate through any weather. They trust their inner compass. That's the kind of trust we're talking about here, not the absence of fear, but the presence of unwavering self-belief. It's knowing that even if you falter, even if you face setbacks, you have the inner resources to adapt, to adjust, to find your way back to course. It's the quiet confidence that even in the midst of chaos, you possess an inner strength, an inner wisdom that will guide you through. This trust is not something you acquire, it's something you remember. It's a deep knowing that resides within you, waiting to be awakened. It's the echo of the divine whisper that says, "You are capable, you are strong, you are loved." You've already overcome so much. You've faced challenges that would have broken lesser spirits. You've persevered through darkness and emerged into the light. You are a testament to the power of resilience, the power of faith. And that power resides within you, always available, always present, waiting to be tapped into. You are already everything you need to be. This trust is like the root system of a mighty tree. It's unseen, often hidden beneath the surface, but it's what provides the tree with stability, strength, and the ability to withstand even the fiercest storms. It's the deep, unwavering foundation that allows you to reach for the sky, to branch out, to flourish, to become all that you are meant to be. My dear friend, there is no grand reveal, no sudden transformation, no magical moment when you suddenly become the person you're destined to be. You are already that person. You've been that person all along. The only thing that's been missing is the recognition, the acceptance, the celebration of who you are right now, in this very moment. Stop looking for the finish line and start appreciating the race. Stop searching for the hidden key and start realizing you've had the key all along. Stop waiting for permission to be your authentic self and give yourself that permission right now. Embrace the perfectly imperfect, beautifully flawed, incredibly resilient being that you are. Celebrate your strengths, acknowledge your weaknesses, and love yourself unconditionally, just as you are. Because in that love, in that acceptance, in that celebration, the shift happens. The veil lifts. The illusion dissolves, and you finally see yourself, truly see yourself, for the magnificent being that you have always been. Go forth and live from that truth. You are already home. This isn't about striving for some distant ideal. It's about recognizing the inherent perfection in your present reality. It's about embracing the journey, the struggles, the triumphs, the lessons, the growth, the becoming, as an integral part of who you are. It's about understanding that you are not defined by your past or your future, but by the present moment, by the love you give, by the being that you are, right here, right now. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you found value in this video, please like, share, subscribe, and continue your transformational journey by watching one of the videos on your screen that resonates with you. See you there. Hello and welcome, my dear friend. Here's a truth I want to start with. God is the one to love, not to fear. He is not angry, disappointed, or watching you with a critical eye, waiting for you to fail. No, His love is vast, immeasurable, and far kinder than anything we can comprehend. Imagine this. In your lowest moments, when you've convinced yourself that you've angered Him or let Him down, He isn't shaking His head. He's smiling at you, proud of your journey. He looks at you not with judgment, but with understanding. He sees the fears you carry, the struggles you face, and the doubts that sometimes cloud your mind. And through it all, His response is the same: grace. God doesn't expect perfection from you. He only asks that you trust Him, that you allow His love to guide you, and that you remember who you truly are in His eyes: someone worthy, cherished, and deeply loved. God doesn't come to frighten or overwhelm you, nor to place obstacles in your path. No, He is here to guide, to embrace, and to help you see that the only weight you carry is the one you've convinced yourself you must bear. Life, my friend, doesn't have to be as hard as we make it. But here's the catch. The struggle, the frustration, the feeling that nothing is ever enough, that comes from our perspective, our definition of what's hard or bad. Those bills that seem insurmountable, the meals that are harder to provide than you expected, they're not inherently bad. We give them their definition. They are simply moments, opportunities to shift the way we see the world and ourselves. It's amazing, isn't it? How something as simple as our mindset can color our entire reality. When we label something as hard or unbearable, it becomes exactly that. But what if we stopped defining our experiences by their challenges and started seeing them for what they truly are? Moments for growth, stepping stones to a greater version of ourselves. The power to transform any situation lies within us, and it starts with the way we choose to see it. Of course, I won't deny it. The journey can feel hard, but that difficulty isn't inherent. It's the way our current perspective frames it. It's like labeling hiking as hard because we get tired doing it. But if you've ever hiked, you know that this tiredness is not the thing that makes hiking hard or miserable. It's simply the price of that magnificent experience. What if I told you that by rewiring your mind, by seeing your challenges from a higher vantage point, not only does the path become clearer and lighter, but your entire reality transforms? Yes, when you shift your mindset, something extraordinary happens. Your ease of mind creates a ripple effect. You begin to exude a frequency of peace and trust. And in that elevated vibration, the life you dream of, the life you've longed for, begins to meet you where you are. Here's the truth that most people miss. The things you desire don't need to be created. They already exist. The wealth, the love, the faith, the purpose, they are not out there, waiting to be earned or built. They are already here, in this very moment, waiting for you to align with them. That's why achieving your dreams is so much easier than you've been led to believe. The hardest part isn't chasing after them. It's flipping that switch in your mind that says, I'm ready. I deserve this. And yes, I know what you're thinking. Changing your mindset can feel like the hardest task of all. It seems so simple in theory, yet overwhelming in practice. But here's the beautiful thing. The steps are often so small, so subtle that we overlook their power. Society has wired us to believe that greatness comes from monumental effort, from blood, sweat, and tears, and we see examples of this everywhere. But that doesn't mean it's the only way. The truth is, the biggest transformations often come from the smallest, simplest actions that we overlook, but when seen and done with intention, hold the key to everything we desire. It starts with something as simple as gratitude. What if, instead of focusing on what you don't have, you began to celebrate what you do have? What if, instead of viewing your challenges as proof that you're falling behind, you saw them as stepping stones to something greater? Gratitude, my friend, is one of the most powerful tools we have for rewiring our minds. When you practice it consistently, you shift your focus from lack to abundance, and that shift changes everything. Think of it like this. What if life doesn't have to be a constant battle? That there's another way of living, one rooted in joy, flow, and alignment. There are people in this world who live this way every day, who seem to attract blessings effortlessly. And when they share their secrets, most people dismiss them, thinking, it can't be that easy. Why? Because we've been conditioned to place value in struggle. We think that suffering and sacrifice are prerequisites for success. But what if they're not? What if the real key is letting go of the need to fight and instead allowing life to unfold naturally? Imagine this for a moment. If you could achieve anything you wanted with ease, how much more could you give? How much more joy could you experience? How much more impact could you make in the world? The truth is, when you stop tying your worth to your struggle, you free yourself to live in your full potential. And that, my friend, is where the magic begins. Let's think about relationships for a second. People are one of the greatest gifts of life. They bring meaning, connection, and joy to our journey. But not every relationship is meant to last forever, and not every person is meant to stay in your life. There are times when someone's presence feels heavier than it should, when their energy drains more than it uplifts. In those moments, it's not selfish to walk away. It's essential. You aren't abandoning them. You're choosing to prioritize yourself. And that's a choice no one else can make for you. I know this might sound impossible for someone as compassionate and loving as you. You've always been the type to put others first, to sacrifice your own needs for the sake of harmony. But let me share a revelation with you. Choosing yourself is the most loving thing you can do, not just for you, but for everyone around you. Why? Because when you are at your best, you inspire others to rise to their best. When you are aligned, fulfilled, and at peace, your presence alone becomes a source of healing and transformation for others. Think of it like this. You have the power to be a light in someone's life, not just a flicker that fades when the wind blows. You can be a beacon of lasting change, a source of inspiration that doesn't just rescue people from their pain temporarily, but shows them what's possible in the long term. But to do that, you must first nurture your own flame. You cannot give what you don't have, and the brighter you shine, the more others will see what's possible for themselves. I know. This sounds easier said than done, but let me reassure you, the more relaxed and natural you become, the more the best version of you will emerge. You weren't made to constantly struggle with everything, and if that's the case for your life now, it's time to rethink it. It's time to pause and get back to yourself, to turn within and rediscover your God-given light. The answers you seek are already within you, and when you embrace this, you'll wonder why you ever doubted it. And remember, you don't have to force anything. You don't have to strive endlessly to prove your worth. In fact, the less you push, the more you allow, the closer you become to the person you were created to be. This isn't a call to laziness, it's a call to alignment. When you live in alignment with your purpose, your power, and your faith, you unlock a flow that no amount of effort can replicate. God never intended for life to be a relentless struggle. Yes, there will be challenges. It's up to us to label them as unbearably hard or as opportunities to grow and realign. These challenges are not barriers, but stepping stones. And the moment you stop seeing them as obstacles and start embracing them as tools, everything changes. You were not created to merely survive. You were created to thrive, to live boldly, to love deeply, and to make the kind of impact that leaves the world forever changed. The life you dream of, the peace you long for, the abundance you crave, it's all within reach. The only thing standing between you and that life is the belief that it's possible. God will carry you. He doesn't force. He waits for you to surrender to Him. And when you do, He will carry you through every challenge and into your full potential. So go on, my dear friend. Step into the fullness of who you are. Let go of the struggle. Embrace the simplicity of alignment and watch as everything you've ever wanted begins to flow into your life. You are not just enough, you are more than enough. And the world is waiting for you to shine. This is your time. This is your moment. Take it. Thank you for taking this journey with me, my friend. If you found value in this message, please like the video and share it with others who might benefit. Don't forget to subscribe and continue your transformation journey by watching one of the videos showing on your screen that resonates with you the most. See you there. Hello and welcome, my dear friend. Let me ask you something personal. Have you ever felt like you're chasing whispers? Like God's voice is there somewhere, but drowned out by everything else in life? Work, relationships, noise, expectations. You try to listen, but all you hear is static, a hum of chaos that never seems to fade. If that resonates, you're not alone. I've been there too. But here's the truth I've come to learn. God isn't hiding from us. He's speaking, constantly, lovingly, clearly. But we often struggle to hear Him because our lives are full of distractions, habits, and mindsets that block His voice. The good news is this: we can break free from those barriers. Today, I want to share with you 6 habits that you must quit to hear God's voice clearly. Not just hear it, but feel it resonate so deeply within you that it shifts everything. Your thoughts, your decisions, your very soul. Are you ready? Let's begin. 1. Overloading your life with noise. The first habit we need to let go of is something almost everyone struggles with: the addiction to noise. And I don't just mean the literal sounds of TVs or notifications. I mean the noise of constant distractions, endless scrolling, and the constant need to consume. Imagine trying to hear a gentle whisper in the middle of a roaring stadium. That's what it's like when God is speaking to us while we're buried in busyness. You can't hear Him, not because He's quiet, but because your life is too loud. But here's the thing: God often speaks in the stillness. He doesn't shout to compete with the world's noise. He waits for us to create space, to turn down the volume, and to tune into His presence. This doesn't mean you have to escape to a monastery or live in total silence. It's about intentionally carving out moments of quiet, even in the midst of a busy life. Start small. Turn off the background noise when you pray. Replace an hour of scrolling with an hour of reflection, and watch what happens. When the noise fades, God's voice becomes unmistakable. But here's the catch: quieting the external noise is only half the battle. There's also the inner noise, the constant chatter of our own thoughts, doubts, and anxieties. It's the inner monologue that replays conversations, rehearses worries, and analyzes every decision to exhaustion. To silence that, you need to actively redirect your thoughts to God. When your mind starts to spiral, pause and pray. Meditate on His promises. Remind yourself that His peace is greater than your chaos. Because when the noise, inside and out, settles, the whisper of God becomes a roar of clarity. 2. Surrounding yourself with negative influences. The next habit is one that's harder to spot, but just as damaging. Keeping toxic people in your inner circle. Now, don't get me wrong, this isn't about cutting everyone off or judging others harshly. But let's be honest, some relationships drain your spirit. Think about the people in your life. Are there individuals who constantly plant seeds of doubt? Who pull you away from faith? Who mock your values or discourage your growth? Relationships like these don't just weigh you down, they create static between you and God. We read in 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 33, "Do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character." That doesn't mean we avoid people who need help or support. It means we protect our hearts by surrounding ourselves with those who lift us up, inspire us, and align with God's truth. Sometimes, the most loving thing you can do for yourself and for others is to set boundaries. This doesn't mean abandoning people entirely. It means redefining the relationship in a way that allows you to grow in your faith without compromise. Ask yourself, is this connection drawing me closer to God or further from Him? And it's not just about individuals. It's also about the influences you allow into your life through media, conversations, and environments. The books you read, the shows you watch, the social media accounts you follow, are they nourishing your spirit or feeding negativity? Remember, your heart is like a garden. If you surround yourself with weeds, they'll choke out the flowers. But if you nurture the soil with truth, encouragement, and faith, God's voice will flourish within you. 3. Criticizing and judging. The third habit might sting a little because it's something many of us struggle with, the habit of criticism. And not just criticism of others, but also of ourselves. Let's start with others. How often do we fall into the trap of pointing out flaws, gossiping, or judging someone's actions? But here's the thing, when you focus on the faults of others, you become blind to God's work in your own life. It's like trying to clean someone else's window while your own is covered in dirt. And here's another truth, judgment creates walls, not bridges. When you criticize someone, you distance yourself not only from them, but also from the love and grace God calls us to embody. God didn't call us to highlight others' flaws. He called us to love them in their imperfections, just as He loves us in ours. Now let's talk about self-criticism. Many of us speak to ourselves in ways we'd never speak to a friend. I'm not good enough. I'll never get it right. These are lies from the enemy, designed to keep us stuck. But God doesn't see you as a failure. He sees you as His child, loved, cherished, and redeemed. When you criticize yourself, you block the flow of God's voice. It's like trying to tune into a radio station while constantly turning the dial. But when you replace self-criticism with God's truth, the static clears. Remind yourself, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are forgiven. 4. Focusing on problems instead of promises. Let me ask you, where does your mind go when you face challenges? Do you immediately magnify the problem? Do you replay the issue over and over in your mind, searching for a solution? If so, you're not alone. But here's the hard truth. What you focus on grows. When you dwell on problems, they become all-consuming, leaving little room for faith, hope, or peace. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 7 says, "Give all your worries to the Lord because He cares for you." This isn't just a comforting thought, it's a call to action. Instead of replaying your worries, bring them to God in prayer. Instead of fixating on what's wrong, focus on His promises. Think of it like this. If your mind is a garden, your thoughts are seeds. You can plant seeds of fear, doubt, and anxiety, or you can plant seeds of trust, gratitude, and faith. What kind of garden are you growing? And here's the key. Focusing on promises doesn't mean ignoring reality. It means seeing reality through the lens of faith. It means acknowledging your challenges, but choosing to believe that God is bigger than them. Because when your eyes are fixed on His promises, His peace will guard your heart like a shield. 5. Overcommitting and glorifying busyness. In today's world, busyness is worn like a badge of honor. But let me tell you something. Busyness is not the same as productivity, and it's certainly not the same as purpose. There are times when we say yes to everything, volunteering, projects, social events, thinking we're doing God's work. But often, we find ourselves burning out. In the midst of exhaustion, we realize something crucial. We can be so busy doing things for God that we have no time to simply be with Him. If your schedule is so full that you can't hear yourself think, let alone hear God's voice, it's time to reevaluate. Say yes to the things that truly matter, and don't be afraid to say no to the rest. Busyness is often a mask for insecurity. It's our way of proving our worth, of feeling needed, of avoiding stillness. But here's the truth. You are not loved for what you do. You are loved for who you are. 6. Seeking approval from others. The final habit we need to quit is one of the most subtle but destructive: living for the approval of others. You can't serve God and people's opinions at the same time. When you base your decisions on what others think, you lose sight of what God is calling you to do. And here's the thing: approval is a moving target. What pleases people today might offend them tomorrow. But God's approval, it's eternal, unchanging, and rooted in His perfect love. So fix your eyes on Him and let His truth be your guide. My dear friend, let me leave you with this. Hearing God's voice isn't about striving harder or doing more. It's about making space, clearing the clutter, and surrendering the habits that keep you stuck. Each habit you quit is like a stone lifted from your shoulders, freeing you to stand taller, walk lighter, and hear more clearly. The journey won't be easy, of course, but it will be worth it. Because when you quit these habits, you'll discover something extraordinary. God's voice has been there all along, waiting to guide, comfort, and transform you. Hello and welcome, my dear friend. Let me tell you something you may have forgotten, or maybe it's just been buried under the noise of the world. Do you feel it? You are standing on the cusp of a horizon so vast it could swallow the doubts you've carried your entire life. You, yes you, are not just a person in the flow of time. You are the fire that time itself bends to touch. You are a moment of infinite potential, unfolding every second in ways even you have yet to comprehend. That hum in your chest, that spark of knowing just waiting to ignite, it's not coincidence, it's not chance. It's the force of your own power, pulling miracles toward you like the moon calls the tide. Because here's the truth. You are the sun in a universe that was designed to revolve around your light. You may not always see it, but it's there, working, aligning, conspiring for your highest good. It's not wishful thinking, it's reality. And the more you step into it, the clearer it becomes. If this resonates, comment 77 to send a powerful signal to the universe that you are ready to claim this truth. Every breath you take is a declaration of your place in this world. Every step you walk shifts the ground beneath your feet. The universe doesn't just notice you, it reshapes itself for you. And the magic of it all? You don't have to lift a finger for this to happen. You are the magic. You are the storm that rearranges the skies, the calm that makes the winds kneel. You exist at the center of infinite possibilities, and each choice you make bends the cosmos in your favor. Pause for a moment and look at your life. Look at the battles you fought, the nights you thought would never end, the moments when the world felt like it was made of walls instead of open roads. You made it through, not by chance, not by luck, but because there is something unshakable within you. You are the iron that cannot be melted, the root that cannot be uprooted. Every time you thought you'd reached your breaking point, you discovered something deeper, a strength that could not be shattered, a resilience that grew sharper with every challenge. Think of this. Glass shatters when it's struck, but diamonds only grow brighter. You are not glass. You are a masterpiece forged under pressure, a testament to what it means to turn pain into power, doubt into determination, and fear into fuel. Every crack you thought would break you only let the light inside. Every failure, every heartbreak, every so-called mistake, it didn't weaken you. It refined you. You are sharper now, clearer now, glowing now, with a brilliance the world cannot ignore. And here's the thing they never tell you. There's no cap to what you can become. There's no limit to the joy, the abundance, the sheer ecstasy that can fill your life. The only limits are the ones you let in. But I can see it. You've stopped letting them in, haven't you? You've started to wake up to your own infinite nature. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire sky reflected in the water. What does it feel like to know that every dream you've ever dared to dream has been planted in you for a reason? What does it feel like to realize that the things you want most aren't random? They're whispers from the universe, calling you toward the life you're meant to live. And every day, whether you realize it or not, you are walking toward that life. Each moment you choose to believe in yourself, to act as if your desires are already yours, you bring them closer. The gap between you and your wildest dreams narrows every single second. Let me tell you something. Life is like an orchestra, and you are not just one of the instruments. You are the conductor. Every choice you make is a movement in the symphony of your existence. When you act with intention and believe in your own power, you don't just play the notes. You create the music that moves the universe. People might look at you and wonder how you do it. They'll see the glow in your eyes, the ease in your stride, and they'll think, what do they have that I don't? And the answer is nothing, except this. You stopped hiding from your own greatness. You stopped pretending you were small to make others comfortable. You stopped apologizing for taking up space, for being loud, for daring to want more. You realized that the world doesn't need more people playing it safe. It needs you, in all your raw, unapologetic glory. And now look what's happening. Look at the opportunities landing in your lap, the people showing up in your life, the synchronicities that make you laugh because they're just too perfect to be random. That's your power at work. That's the world rearranging itself to meet you at the level you've risen to. Imagine standing in a storm, rain pouring down so hard you can barely see, and then realizing the storm isn't against you, it's for you. The lightning is clearing a path. The thunder is announcing your arrival. The rain is washing away everything that isn't meant for you. The storm is your ally, not your enemy. That's your life right now. Everything is aligning, even the chaos, especially the chaos. Do you know what happens when you stop doubting your worth? When you stop chasing things that are already on their way to you? You become a magnet. You become gravity itself, pulling every piece of your highest timeline into place. You don't have to chase anything because what is meant for you is running toward you with open arms. You're no longer searching. You're simply allowing. And there is a profound power in that, a power that says, I trust the universe because I trust myself. Feel this truth in your bones. Everything you've ever wanted, everything you've ever dreamed of, it's already here. It's been waiting for you to notice it, to claim it, to say, yes, that's mine. And the moment you do, it rushes in like a flood, sweeping away every doubt, every fear, every what if that's ever held you back. You are not a seeker. You are a finder. You are not a dreamer. You are a creator. You hold the pen, the paintbrush, the chisel, and the entire universe is your canvas. Think about how far you've come. The person you were a year ago wouldn't even recognize you now. You've grown in ways you didn't think were possible. You've shed skins, burned bridges that were never meant to carry you, and walked into rooms you once thought were locked. And here's the wild part. This is just the beginning. Every breakthrough has prepared you for something bigger, something more aligned with the highest version of yourself. The road ahead of you isn't just open, it's golden. It's paved with possibilities you can't even imagine yet. And every step you take lights up the path even more. The world isn't just your oyster, it's your entire ocean, and you are the tide that moves it. You don't just walk into opportunities, you create them. You don't wait for doors to open, you build your own. So here's my invitation to you. Stop playing small, stop second-guessing yourself. Stop thinking the life you want is for other people. You are those people. You are the miracle you've been waiting for. You are the blessing someone else is praying to meet. You are the living, breathing embodiment of everything the universe can create when it decides to show off. Feel that. Let it sink in. This isn't just inspiration, it's the truth. It's your truth. And it's time you started living it. Wake up every day and remind yourself of this. The world bows to those who know their worth. You're not just alive, you're here to live. To laugh so hard your ribs ache. To cry tears of joy because you can't believe how beautiful life can be. To stand in rooms and light them up just by being yourself. You are here to experience every flavor, every color, every heartbeat this world has to offer. And you deserve it all. Everything good in this world was made with you in mind. So go ahead, walk into your life like you own it, because you do. This is your moment. This is your time. The universe isn't waiting for you to be ready, it's already delivering. Open the door, say yes, take the leap. And when someone asks you, how did you get so lucky? Just smile, because deep down, you know, it was never luck. It was always you. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me. If this message resonated, please like, share it with someone who might benefit, and subscribe to stay connected. Continue your awakening journey by choosing one of the videos on your screen that resonates with you the most. See you there. Hello and welcome, my dear friend. Have you ever woken up with the strange sense that the world is holding its breath for you? Like time has slowed, not out of indifference, but because something monumental is preparing to unfold? If you felt that peculiar mix of restlessness and stillness, you're not imagining it. This isn't stagnation, it's preparation. What you're experiencing is the deliberate pause of the universe, a divine recalibration happening within you, around you, and for you. You see, your life has been building towards something extraordinary, but to fully receive it, you must first learn how to exist in this quiet, this space between the exhale of the old and the inhale of the new. And I want you to know, this silence is not your enemy. It's the womb in which your transformation is being nurtured. Think of it as the quiet before the dawn, when the world is hushed in anticipation of the sunrise. Think about the moments in life when something truly profound is about to happen. There's always a stillness beforehand, a pregnant pause that signals the arrival of something significant. It's like standing on the edge of a cliff, feeling the wind pick up as if it's whispering, "Get ready to leap." This moment you're in isn't about standing still. It's about summoning the courage to trust the leap that's coming. Maybe that leap is a new career path, a bold creative project, or a deeper commitment to your personal well-being. Let me say this clearly. The stillness you feel is not stagnation. It's the gathering of energy. The universe is pulling all the pieces into alignment, preparing to propel you forward. But here's the thing. You can't rush alignment. Trying to force it is like pulling a flower open before it's ready to bloom. The petals may separate, but they'll lose their beauty, their fragrance, their life force. Imagine trying to force a rosebud to open before its time. You'd only damage its delicate petals. There's a reason it feels so uncomfortable. Right now, your very essence is being restructured. It's as though the universe took your DNA, the blueprint of your identity, and scattered the pieces across a table. You're no longer just the person you were yesterday, nor fully the person you're becoming. You're suspended in the in-between, and that's a disorienting place to be. This might manifest as feeling disconnected from old friends, realizing your current job no longer resonates, or questioning long-held beliefs. But think of it this way. Imagine you're holding a snow globe. To create beauty inside that tiny world, you first have to shake it up. You can't see clearly while the flakes are swirling, but eventually they settle. And when they do, the view is more magical than before. That's you right now. The snow inside the globe, caught in the chaos of becoming, the chaos of shifting priorities, changing desires, and evolving values. Here's another way to see it. Imagine a river flowing through a canyon. Over centuries, the water carves the stone, creating intricate patterns and deep, winding paths. The river doesn't rush. It trusts its flow. And yet, through its patient persistence, it creates something breathtaking. Right now, you are that river, reshaping the landscape of your life. The discomfort you feel isn't a sign of failure. It's a sign of transformation. It's the feeling of old patterns being eroded to make way for new, more authentic pathways. Here's what I need you to remember. This isn't just a random season of pause. It's a sacred alignment of who you are and who you're meant to be. And while it might feel like life is on hold, it's actually life giving you space to absorb the power of your new wings before you take flight. Perhaps you're feeling a pull towards a new creative outlet, a desire to learn a new skill, or a yearning for deeper connection in your relationships. Have you noticed that your old habits don't fit quite like they used to? It's as if the parts of yourself you relied on for comfort, the distractions, the coping mechanisms, now feel foreign. That's because your vibration is rising, and these old patterns can't come with you. Maybe the late-night scrolling or the constant need for external validation no longer brings the same comfort it once did. Picture a hot air balloon tied to the ground with thick ropes. For years, you believed the ropes were holding you together, but they were actually holding you back. Now, one by one, those ropes are snapping, and for the first time, you're feeling what it's like to be untethered. It's thrilling, but it's also terrifying. It's the feeling of letting go of familiar routines, comfortable relationships that no longer serve you, or outdated beliefs about yourself. This process of release is one of the most challenging yet liberating experiences you'll ever go through. It's like clearing out a closet that's been stuffed with things you no longer need. At first, it's overwhelming. You're forced to confront items you've held onto out of habit, nostalgia, or fear of letting go. But as you start to release them, you create space. Space for new energy, new opportunities, and new versions of yourself to enter. It's like finally letting go of that old dream that no longer resonates, making room for a new passion to ignite. Sometimes letting go feels like losing a part of yourself. But what if I told you that the parts you're releasing are simply making room for a fuller, more authentic version of you to emerge? That's where you are, on the brink of liberation. You're shedding old identities and stepping into a more authentic expression of who you truly are. This is where trust comes in. Trust in yourself and in the divine process that's unfolding. You might not see the horizon yet, but you are undeniably rising. You're being asked to release everything that no longer serves you, even the parts you once thought you couldn't live without. This could be a limiting belief about your abilities, a fear of vulnerability, or a need for external approval. Now, let's talk about this tension you're feeling, the drive to move forward clashing with the divine pull to remain still. You've been conditioned to believe that progress means constant motion, but nothing could be further from the truth. Even the most powerful rivers have moments of stillness before they cascade into greatness. Think of the quiet pools where the water gathers strength before plunging over a waterfall. Right now, you're not being asked to act. You're being asked to align. This is not a season of doing, it's a season of becoming. Think of an orchestra tuning their instruments before a symphony begins. It might sound chaotic, but that tuning is essential to create harmony. Your life is tuning itself right now, tuning your inner compass, clarifying your values, and aligning with your true purpose. And here's the key. The stillness you're in is not a punishment, it's a privilege. Not everyone gets this pause. Not everyone is given the opportunity to recalibrate before their next chapter. So instead of fighting it, lean into it. Ask yourself, what do I need to let go of? What parts of me are ready to rise? What limiting beliefs are holding me back? What new skills or knowledge am I being called to acquire? This moment is an invitation to rediscover yourself. Think of it as opening a book you haven't read in years, only to find that the words resonate with you in an entirely new way. You're revisiting the chapters of your life with fresh eyes, uncovering truths you couldn't see before. Perhaps you're realizing the true value of certain relationships, understanding past experiences in a new light, or recognizing hidden talents and passions. You might even find yourself revisiting old dreams, dreams you thought you'd outgrown or abandoned. Pay attention to those whispers. They're not random. They're reminders of who you've always been at your core. Maybe that childhood dream of becoming an artist or writer is resurfacing, urging you to explore your creative potential. As you move through this process, remember, you're not here to be ordinary. You're here to be extraordinary. You're not here to follow the same script as everyone else. You're here to write your own. And that requires courage. It requires patience. It requires faith. But let me tell you this. What's waiting for you on the other side of this pause is so much greater than you can imagine. It's not just a better version of your current life, it's a completely new dimension of existence. And you're being prepared to step into it fully, unapologetically, and powerfully. So, my dear friend, take this moment to rest, to integrate, to breathe. Trust that the universe has not forgotten you. In fact, it's clearing the path ahead, ensuring that when you're ready to step forward, there will be no obstacles in your way. It's like the universe is setting the stage for your grand entrance, removing any distractions or impediments that might hinder your progress. Remember, the world isn't just waiting for you to fly, it's waiting for you to soar. And soar you will. You are becoming unstoppable. You are becoming undeniable. And when the time comes, the world will see you for the force of nature that you are. A force of creativity, a force of love, a force of unwavering resilience. Until then, trust the process. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. It's a carefully orchestrated symphony of growth and transformation, designed to bring you into alignment with your highest potential. And remember, The best is yet to come. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me. If this message resonated, please like, share it with someone who might benefit, and subscribe to stay connected. Continue your awakening journey by choosing one of the videos on your screen that resonates with you the most. See you there. Hello and welcome, my dear friend. I'm so glad destiny brought you here, because this message is a profound one. Let me ask you this. What if the very thing you've been searching for, love, connection, purpose, has been quietly unfolding in your life all along? Today, we're going to uncover the beauty, power, and most importantly, the love that's already within you, but often goes unnoticed. Every word of this message is important, so I invite you to stay with me until the end. Let's start at the beginning. Not the beginning of your life, but the beginning of your longing for love. Can you trace it back? For many, it starts in childhood, when the world feels both infinite and confusing. Maybe you were that child who sat quietly in the corner, observing the dynamics of family gatherings, wondering why the love you saw on TV, with its grand gestures and unwavering devotion, felt so different from the often complex realities within your own home. Or maybe you were the loud one, seeking attention and approval, performing for the adults because silence felt unbearable, a void where validation should have been. Perhaps you craved connection but didn't know how to articulate your need. Whatever your story, there was a moment, an imprint, when you first felt the absence of something you couldn't quite name. It wasn't a tangible object, but a feeling, an atmosphere. You didn't understand it then, but deep down, you started to yearn. You started to believe in an idea of love so pure, so complete, that it would erase all the chaos, all the hurt, all the misunderstandings that permeated your early experiences. This ideal love became a beacon, a guiding star in the confusing landscape of childhood. It was a beautiful dream, wasn't it? A sanctuary built on hope and the promise of unconditional acceptance. But life, as it often does, began to challenge it. Maybe you faced a heartbreak that shattered your trust, leaving you questioning your judgment and your worth. Maybe you watched your parents or caretakers struggle to love each other, their relationship a constant source of tension and conflict, or even themselves. Their own insecurities and unresolved traumas spilling into your young world. Maybe you lost someone who meant everything to you, a grandparent, a friend, a pet, leaving a void so vast it felt like it would swallow you whole, a gaping hole in your heart where joy and security once resided. And so you began to wonder, is love even real? Is it a universal truth, or just a fleeting illusion perpetuated by stories and films? And if it is it something meant for me? Am I worthy of such a profound and transformative experience? These questions became invisible threads, weaving through your days, shaping the way you saw the world and yourself. They became the lens through which you interpreted every interaction, every relationship, every opportunity for connection. Fast forward to the person you are today. You've grown, you've learned, you've survived, you've accumulated experiences, both joyful and painful, that have shaped your character and your perspective. But let's be honest, how often do you still feel like you're not enough? Not enough for the relationships you want, the dreams you chase, the life you envision. This feeling of inadequacy can manifest in various ways. Self-doubt, anxiety, a constant need for external validation. There's a voice in your head, isn't there? A quiet but persistent whisper that tells you you're lacking. It might say things like, if only I were more confident, more attractive, more successful, then I'd deserve love. This inner critic constantly compares you to others, highlighting your perceived flaws and shortcomings. It creates an endless cycle of self-criticism and dissatisfaction, But here's the truth no one ever tells you. That voice is a liar. It's not your truth. It's a mask, a shadow born from all the moments you were made to feel small or unseen, from the criticisms you internalized, the rejections you endured. And it's time to rip that mask off. Because underneath it, there's a version of you so powerful, so radiant, that it could light up the darkest night. This authentic self is waiting to be rediscovered, embraced, and celebrated. The journey to that version of you isn't so easy. It requires you to confront every belief you've ever held about yourself. To ask, why do I think I'm not enough? And who decided that for me? Was it the parent who didn't know how to love you unconditionally, projecting their own insecurities onto you? The partner who took more than they gave, leaving you feeling depleted and unworthy? The society that told you your worth was tied to your appearance or achievements, creating unrealistic expectations and perpetuating harmful stereotypes? But let me tell you something, their stories aren't yours. You've carried their weight for too long, burdened by their judgments and limitations. It's time to let it go, to release yourself from the chains of their narratives. Now let's shift gears, because while you've been busy doubting yourself, life has been busy loving you. Yes, you heard that right, loving you. And I'm not talking about some abstract, distant love. I'm talking about the kind of love that shows up every single day in ways you might not even notice. It's woven into the fabric of your existence, a constant undercurrent of support and connection. Think about the last time you felt the sun on your face. That wasn't just warmth. It was the universe saying, "You are alive," and that is enough. It was a reminder of the simple beauty of existence, the gift of being present in this moment. Think about the friend who checked in on you, offering a listening ear and a comforting presence. The stranger who smiled at you, a fleeting moment of human connection that brightened your day. The song that played at just the right moment, its lyrics resonating with your current emotions, offering solace and understanding. None of these were coincidences. They were love notes scattered across your path, gentle reminders of your inherent worth and the interconnectedness of all things. The problem isn't that love is absent. It's that we're so conditioned to look for it in grand gestures that we miss its quieter forms. We expect fireworks and declarations, overlooking the subtle expressions of care and affection that surround us. We think love has to come with fairy tales and dramatic pronouncements, but sometimes it's as simple as the way your body keeps breathing, your heart keeps beating, even on the days when you feel like giving up. It's the resilience of the human spirit, the innate drive to survive and thrive. So let me ask you this. What would happen if you started to notice these love notes? If you started to collect them, cherish them, and let them remind you that you are and have always been worthy of love? How would your perception of yourself and the world around you shift? And now, the moment of truth. The greatest love of all, the one you've been searching for, isn't something outside of you. It's you. It's the way you fought for yourself, even when you felt like no one else would. It's the way you've picked yourself up, time and time again, after life knocked you down. It's the way you've dared to dream, even when the world told you not to. It's the quiet strength you've cultivated within yourself, the unwavering belief in your own potential. You are not incomplete. You are not waiting to be made whole. You are already whole, already enough, already everything you need to be. You possess an inherent value that is not dependent on external factors or achievements. And when you truly embrace that, something incredible happens. The love you've been giving to everyone else, your friends, your family, even strangers, starts to flow back to you. Not because you've earned it, but because you've finally allowed yourself to receive it. You've opened the floodgates to self-acceptance and self-compassion, creating space for love to enter your life in all its forms. This is your moment, my dear friend. Your moment to stop chasing, stop doubting, and start being. Being the love, the light, the miracle you've always been. To embrace your authentic self, flaws and all, and to recognize the inherent beauty and worth that resides within you. So here's my challenge for you. Walk through your life as if you are the greatest love story ever told. Because you are. Every scar, every tear, every triumph. It's all part of the masterpiece that is you. Each experience has contributed to your growth and shaped you into the person you are today. Stop waiting for someone or something to give you permission to feel loved. Look in the mirror tonight and say, I am enough. I am loved. I am whole. Say it until you believe it. Even comment it below, because it's the truth. You just didn't believe it yet. Repeat this truth daily, allowing it to sink into your subconscious and reshape your self-perception. And as you move through the world, don't just look for love, create it. In your words, your actions, your presence. Let the love that is already within you ripple out, touching everyone and everything around you. Share your kindness, your compassion, your unique gifts with the world. Because when you love yourself deeply, unapologetically, the world has no choice but to reflect that love back to you. You are not just living in a love story, you are the love story. You are the protagonist, the hero, the author of your own life, and your story is one of resilience, strength, and unwavering self-love. So live it now, live it fully. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me. If this message resonated, please like, share it with someone who might benefit, and subscribe to stay connected. Continue your awakening journey by choosing one of the videos on your screen that resonates with you the most. See you there.